We're in the Riverland this morning. Loopy and I this morning going for a paddle. Across the river here, on the other side of that bank, this beautiful lake that's filled up as the water levels has risen. Oh, it's amazing, isn't it? We made it across and you can start to see this lake. Yeah, beautiful. So we're going to launch in here, paddle out through these trees, and then head in.
So what's really important about being out here now is that these are environmental flows. So when we're not letting all the water go upstream to cotton farms, and we're putting it back into the environmental flows, and filling all these billabongs out the back of the river with water. And this revitalises the whole system. All the frogs come alive, all the birds come out here, they can breed, all the plants regrow, all the fish spawn, all the murray cod, all the callop, all the native fish, they all live, come out here and spawn and lay eggs, and it just becomes this one massive big melting pot of animals, you know. And this hasn't had water in it for 20 years. These exceptional rains we've had up in Queensland are now turning into environmental flows down here. You can hear it. Look out here, you can't see it, but there's muskducks, 2 male muskducks and a female muskduck. These are really rare birds. I haven't seen one in my neck of the woods down at Galway for 30 years. And I've just come here and seen these guys. I'm super excited. If you think of the river as being the main artery that runs through this country, when the river floods, this is the heart and the lungs of the river. This is what keeps it all alive. Right? Water comes out here, everything breathes. Birds, the fish, the frogs, the lizard, the snooker frog.
Check out how deep it is. Still going, didn't touch the bottom. So it's probably as deep as I am told, and just full of life. It's like going through a city with all these trees poking up through as we glide through. It's absolutely stunning. Whoa! Isn't it beautiful?
Oh, here's exactly what I'm talking about, environmental flow. Here's a floating nest. I don't know what eggs they are. It's not big. The nest is not big enough for a swan, but they're quite big eggs. They're probably 3 times the size of a chicken's egg. There's white feathers in there. So anyway, we're not going to hang around because clearly we've scared whoever the owner is off. So we'll back out of here and let her come back and sit on her eggs. So yeah, that's beautiful, isn't it?
So Loopy and I have just been talking about how important it is that we get these environmental backflows every 1 or 2 years in the Murray to create this life. Currently we're not getting them enough. We're getting them every 10 to 15, 20 years, which is just not enough to keep this life alive with these trees, birds, birds. So it's really important that we keep educating people about the importance of these backwaters and billabongs and what they do for nature. Because if we don't, we're going to lose all of this. In my lifetime probably, we're going to see this die off, and you can already see these trees up here, they don't get enough water. And you know, that was the lifeblood of the Murray, all these wood to burn for paddle steamers and build houses, and now it's dying off because we're damming it and using it for cotton, and you know, there's got to be a balance somewhere, doesn't there?
The Narranyeri name for black swan is Kungali. That's the word for one swan. But also, obviously, they would have hunted. So I'm telling Luke where to go down to get a flock of swans, I'll tell him where the Tandani is. So Tandani is a big flock of flying swans. And this country would have been black with them before Europeans came here. Europeans came in in big boats, literally like cannons on the bows, and blew them out of the sky, and then they sent them back to the motherland in cans, wiped them out in their millions.
So we just finished kayaking that entire area. Went down to the bottom, or upriver first, all the way up, back. Great spots, about an hour and a half. Beautiful. And there we go, we made it back to our little home away from home. Our camp set up, thingy in the corner there. And there's some cool indigenous canoe trees I'm going to show you, on those 3 trees there. Check out these trees here, you'll notice there's big cutouts missing. On 1, over there, 2, and then a 3rd there. And our theory is these were, you know, probably 120 years ago, 200 years ago, these would have been great sizes for, you know, children's canoes. Probably not for full-grown men, but, you know, children and teenagers would have needed canoes. And, you know, for perspective, the cuts was taller than I am, and I'm 6'4", so they're pretty big cuts. So they would have easily fitted, you know, teenagers, children in here. This would have been a great spot. Check out this. You can see why the Indigenous were hanging out around here. So you can see why this would have been perfect. So pretty cool to see these small kind of canoe cutout trees. Bloody awesome.